Hey Neapolitan fans, Neapolitangal here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Hey Neapolitan fans, Neapolitangal here. Well, I've been a little busy and haven't got too many videos up. I've really kind of been waiting on my wish haul stuff to come in, but we all know how shipping is going right now from China. So, I was asked by York Powers, excuse my adjustment here. Here we go, because I'm going to put graphics here. So I was asked by York Powers on one of my videos to do an Aldi versus Walmart shop. Well, I had a barbecue for 4th of July, so I thought, what a better time. I couldn't have a better time to do an Aldi versus Walmart shop. So here it is. So here I'm going to post a slideshow, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the items as we go. And so you'll see my receipts are the first things that'll pop up, and you'll see the comparisons, and you'll see that there is a fair bit of difference in money. What do we got, about $8.04 difference with more or less the same products. I purchased at Aldi's, then I compared with Walmart's, my local Walmart's prices. No guarantee that if you went to Walmart or you went to your own Aldi's, that the prices would be the same. Probably similar, depending on where you're at. Obviously, the higher priced areas might be more high priced. So, let's just go down the line first. You can read this if you want, but I got graphics. So let's get into the graphics. Graphic number 1. Aha! Aldi. I got a 1.5 pound bag of on vine tomatoes, and this is exactly how they look when you get them. And I paid $2.49 for that bag. You get 1/10 of a pound less at Walmart for that should say 1 penny less. I don't know why it says 11 cents less, but anyway. 11 cents less actually per pound. Okay, that's why I did that. So I'm paying $1.66 a pound at Aldi for the tomatoes. Pay $1.77 for the same pound of tomatoes at Walmart. Next is we have here red grapes. For my 4th of July barbecue, I made a watermelon basket with fruit salad in it, a fresh fruit salad, and one of my ingredients I added to it was grapes. And as you can see, I paid $2.05 for that bag of grapes at Aldi's. It was a 2.3 pound bag of grapes. That same bag of grapes, more or less, at Walmart is $3.69, with a 75-cent difference per pound between the two stores. Now, whenever you are buying produce at Aldi, just like when you're buying anywhere else, just be cognizant of what the produce really looks like inside the carton or inside the bag. I did end up throwing away a full bunch of grapes, plus probably about another 1/3 of a pound. The whole bunch of grapes was because of a big cluster of dark mold, and then the other 1/3 of a pound was just for some grapes that were just too soft to bother with. Next, hot dog and hamburger buns. Now, I only did one graphic for this because Aldi, as you can see, only has one picture for both. So I just matched it up with the Walmart price. The buns are great. There's nothing wrong with the buns. Very comparable to anything else you would buy, but I stuck with the great value as much as I could with the comparisons. The Love and Fresh hot dog hamburger buns are 75 cents at Aldi. They're on sale, so I think they're usually 85 cents, but right now they're on sale. So 75 cents there, 88 cents at Walmart. Same 8-count pack you would always get, 13 cents difference between the two. Jarritos. Now, I did use a scale in this graphic because Walmart and Aldi are the same price for the 1.58 quarts of Jarritos. Incidentally, I bought 2 bottles I took 2 bottles to the register when I was at Aldi's. I was charged for a third one. And I realized when I was in the car, so I went back in and said, I was just charged for a third bottle. Here's the third bottle. I didn't actually take it to the car with me, but I also needed to pick up chips and dips and stuff like that too. I knew I was forgetting something when I was in there, but when you're planning for your first barbecue, sometimes the brain don't work. Okay, so off to American cheese slices. 16 slices of a regular American cheese. At Aldi is $1.29. At Walmart, the Great Value American singles are $2.08. So there's a 79-cent difference between the two. And then there's the deluxe slices. The deluxe slices, I think, are a little bit bigger and maybe a little bit thicker. I think the difference between them was that I think the Aldi's ones, I know the Aldi's deluxe ones aren't wrapped. I don't know about the Walmart brand if they're wrapped or not, or if they're just stacked cheese slices. But Aldi's deluxe American cheese slices, you get 24 in a bag at Walmart and 24 in a bag at Aldi. $2.79 at Aldi, $3.42 at Walmart, 63 cents difference. I heard no complaints about it, so I'm guessing that the cheese was just fine. I couldn't tell the difference on my cheeseburger. Next, yes, there is a 1 cent difference between these two products, but I didn't bother. I just put a scale there. Clear American Ice Raspberry. Now this, yes, it looks just like the ice drinks, the brand name ice drinks that you can buy. These are just flavored carbonated water. They're really yummy. My local Walmart near my house only sells that one flavor. Aldi actually sells 3 or 4 flavors. And according to my son, he prefers the Frost, which is the Aldi brand, over the Walmart brand. But there's a penny difference. Big whoop. So for the party, I bought 10 bottles. I wanted to make sure I had enough for anybody at the party that wanted to have some. And then my son goes through them like water. Well, hey, they are water. Because he doesn't like soda. He doesn't like the calories and all the extra sugar of soda. This is what he drinks. I couldn't be happier. And I like them too. Okay, so moving right along. Head of lettuce. I got a nice, thick, heavy head of lettuce from Aldi. $1.19 for that head. Walmart was $1.28, 9 cents difference. Again, always watch your produce. You never know what you're going to pick up at stores, but again, it's a savings. It may not be much of a savings, but it is a savings. And I didn't have to take too much lettuce leaves off, but you'd have to do that with iceberg lettuce anyway. You always have to take off the outer layers. And as long as you wash it great, really good, you're fine. Next, wieners. Now, because I was having a barbecue and I didn't know who would like what, I did buy a 24 pack of wieners from Aldi's, and they were $2.49. The cheap, and they were good. I was told they were good. My son's really enjoying them. My guests who are picky about their hot dogs really enjoyed them. And then there's the not so good ones from Walmart called Golly. I used to buy these. They're okay. These are actually chicken dogs from the Golly, whereas they're regular hot dogs, pork and chicken, with the Parkview ones from Aldi. The ones from Walmart, a chicken hot dog, but those are $3.88. So there's a $1.39 savings between those. So if you're having a barbecue, go look at Aldi. I mean, between the savings of your buns and the savings of your hot dogs, doing pretty darn good. Next. Okay, celery. There's a 9 cents difference between it's $1.19 at Aldi for a good stalk of celery. Walmart was $1.28. 9 cents difference, but again, if you're looking to do what I did, which was, bring the food in for a barbecue or a party of some sort, nickels and dimes add up. I mean, look at the difference in price. I was, $7 or $8 savings by going to Aldi. I didn't have to fight the lines at Walmart. Think about it. Next. Red onions. Okay. Not all of us like onions. Onion actually is one of my favorite vegetables. Red onions I love. They are a bit more pungent than a white or yellow onion, but they go great on a hamburger. And that's what they were purchased for hamburgers and hot dogs, nothing else. At Aldi, I got a 2-pound bag for $1.89. And at Walmart, a 2-pound bag is $1.94. So Aldi's per pound is 94 cents and Walmart's per pound is 97 cents. So there's 3 cents difference there. Not a big deal. I think at Walmart though, well no, that is the bag price. Again, at Aldi, when you buy bulk vegetables and fruits, a lot of times you don't really get to go through it like you would at a regular grocery store. So always just pay attention. All the onions were great. All the tomatoes were great. The grapes, not so much, but I digress. Next is the watermelon. Okay, we'll talk prices first, and then we'll talk turkey. So I paid $3.79 for my watermelon at Aldi. This says Walmart's charging $3.98. I think I got these prices on Sunday when their new ad dropped. Prior to that though, they were like $5.99. So there was a $2.20 difference at the time when I bought my watermelon. Now, let's talk about that Aldi watermelon. I can't say that every one of their watermelons is going to do this, but I cut open that watermelon and that white rind was all through the watermelon meat, you know, the fruit itself. Luckily, I was planning on cutting this thing up and melon balling it for a basket, and I don't know if I'll show you a picture of the basket I made or not, but that, I'm really glad I wasn't just planning on slicing up the watermelon and serving it. I could not have done it. Not a chance. The rind had grown all the way through it and it was perfectly ripe. So I don't know if it's just I've never in my 42 years ever seen a watermelon like that. So could have just been the luck of the draw. I don't know, but it had a beautiful field spot on it. So if you don't know what a field spot is, if you look at a watermelon, like a whole thing full of watermelons, the bigger and more yellow the field spot, you know, the way it's been laying on the field, usually the riper the watermelon is. So, next. Cheese dip. Okay, so I bought cheese dip. Again, not knowing what my guests would really want. My shirt is shedding glitter. I'm gonna have to get rid of this. It was given to me and I didn't realize the glitter was gonna be acting like glitter. Ooh. Anywho, so the cheese dip that I bought, this shows a taller jar. I really couldn't find a comparable Great Value brand in the size jar that I bought, but my jar was shorter and squat. So the Aldi is $1.95, Walmart's $2.98. I think probably the big difference between the two is I almost want to say that the Walmart brand is ready to go. It's loose, like the Tostitos, whereas the Aldi brand has to be warmed up. That's probably the only difference between the two. My son loves either one. So $1.03 savings by buying the Aldi versus Walmart, but again, you'll have to warm it up to use it. Next, salsa. Aldi's salsa is the bomb, and I will tell you that because I love salsa and I've had a lot of salsa in my life. There's not nearly as good as Fresh Markets, but it's damn close. $1.19 for a tall jar, 24-ounce jar of salsa from Aldi, or the Great American Thick and Chunky Salsa at Walmart. It's $1.98, so there's a 79-cent difference there. And I'm telling you, the salsa is worth it to go to Aldi. Not only are you saving money, but it's really good. Next, wavy chips. This is like the wavy Lay's. Now the Aldi bag is 10 ounces. The Walmart bag comparably was only 7.5 ounces, or they had a 15 ounce. I figured to go less. Aldi is $1.19 for their 10 ounce bag. Walmart's $1.23 for their 7.5 ounce bag. 4 cents less. I didn't bother doing the ounce thing. You know, you don't buy chips that way anyway. Okay, so Aldi bite-sized tortilla chips. But Aldi's tortilla chips I bought are the scoops. Walmart doesn't have their own brand of scoops, so I went with their bite-sized tortilla chips. This comparable bag, Aldi's 10-ounce bag of scoops tortilla chips is 89 cents. Walmart's the discs, the medallion tortilla chips. 13-ounce bags, $1.74, 85 cents less for the Aldi ones. And that is it. Now, I do want to caution you. Okay, so you've probably heard people say, well, Aldi is a discount store, or, any number of things like that. They're not really a discount store. It's a German company over from Germany. They've been in the States for a decent number of years. When you walk into an Aldi, you wind up walking into, like my Aldi, for example, that's just down the street from my house. When you first walk in, usually there are crackers on your right, and then like the bagged nuts, the trail mix, the chips, and the dips and salsa and stuff are on your left, and then a little further down on your right are your desserts and your breads, and then you have your cold produce, stuff that has to be refrigerated, is on your right hand side. Over in the left hand side is the loose produce that doesn't have to be necessarily refrigerated. Now, Aldi does say they get fresh produce in daily. I think that needs to be changed ever so slightly, and just saying that they get a delivery of produce daily, because their produce, it's good for in the moment. It's good for when you are using it right then and there. It's not so good when you are doing something with it hours later or days later. It really is not that fresh, so you really do have to use it within a short amount of time. And then Aldi's will sell milk, and I think they sell all varieties of the milk. They do have almond milk stuff, they have orange juice, eggs, your yogurts, and different cheeses, sliced meats. There's nothing fresh food-wise at Aldi. Everything's packaged. They have a little bit of everything from your condiments to cleaning and pastas. I'm going to order the way their aisles are laid out. Baby stuff, some personal care stuff, some ethnic stuff. They do have a meat counter. Meat counter is usually pretty sparse, and almost always have to buy bulk packages of meat. Maybe like 2 pounds of ground beef versus 1 pound that you might have gone in for. They do have frozen foods, frozen seafoods, frozen desserts. They do have a counter of imported beers, and they do have a thing of wine. That they do have a section of cereal, some brand name, mostly off-brand, their brands. Now, don't knock their off-brand brands. I saw a thing a while back where taste tests, and people like the Aldi brands right up there with the national brands. They do sell national brand sodas and some juices. They do have their own brands of juices too that they sell now. I keep saying their own brands. It's not their own brands, but I think they're Aldi exclusives. Not necessarily their own brands, but exclusively sold to Aldi. And then for certain holidays and stuff, you can find baked goods up by the register, pies and cupcakes and things like that. So. Well, that is my Aldi versus Walmart video. And again, I did save, what was this here? Goodness. There we go. Again, I did spend $39.58 between my 2 short trips in at Aldi, and to get the comparable products at Walmart, I would have spent $47.62. Now, how many of us really go to the stores looking for the off-brand stuff for foods? Not too many of us, including yours truly. But I knew what was safe. The only thing I wasn't really sure of were the hot dogs, but apparently they were pretty good. But I did know what was safe to buy because it's things I've bought there before. And things are, like the Doritos. I mean, it's a national brand. So I knew it was good. I've bought the hot dog and hamburger buns there before, so I knew they were good. I bought the chips and salsa and dips, and onions and celery. I think I've bought lettuce there before as well, and tomatoes. I've never bought grapes there. Don't think. I maybe. Been a while. So I already knew when I was going to do that Aldi versus Walmart shop. I already had in my head what I was going to buy there because I've bought these items there before. So, in conclusion, take a walk into an Aldi's. Whether you buy anything or not, that's okay. Walk around the store. Try something new. I mean, their baked goods are really good. We've had their breads before, like regular loaves of bread. They're okay. You just watch your dating on those. I like to buy those chopped salads in there from time to time, and they're the same as you buy it at like a regional grocery store called Publix, and I think Walmart sells the chopped salads too. So, and Winn-Dixie sells the chopped salads. So again, just look at what you're picking up. Try something. Their yogurts are really good. We do buy their milk from time to time, and I don't drink milk, but my husband and son use it for cereal and drinking. And they don't complain about the taste. It must be, just regular milk. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go cut and splice and all that good stuff. And please give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave me a comment if there's anything else you'd like me to share for you, or try. Make sure you subscribe, share my video, please, and have a great one. I gotta go get all this glitter off. It's driving me nuts.